What's going on, y'all? What it is. So let's go ahead and slide on these updates as it pertains to Diddy. So there's a new woman that has come forth by the name of Thalia Graves, and she's alleging that Diddy, along with his bodyguard, Joseph Sherman, aka Big Joe, SA'd her back in 2001. Now, Thalia gave a very tearful and emotional press conference alongside of her lawyer, Gloria Allred, which isn't a good sign for Diddy because we know that Gloria Allred has a proven track record of taking on high-profile cases and winning those cases. This woman is far from a joke. In fact, this woman has been inducted into the National Women's Hall of Fame. Now, I did watch the press conference and there was not enough Kleenex for her because she was just crying that much. Now, I did see a lot of comments. A lot of people are calling cap. They're saying that she put on a performance and things of that nature. I learned a long time ago never to discredit women, especially when they come forward with serious accusations of being potentially AR'd by someone. I feel like women should be unapologetically unafraid to tell their story. They deserve to seek justice. And I really don't think that it's no one's place to say that a potential victim is lying about something as serious as this, unless the evidence comes out and proves otherwise. But anyway, I want to go ahead and play you guys these clips and then I'll be back.
An 11th person has come out with accusations against Diddy. This is her. Her name is Thalia Graves. Graves and her lawyer say that they filed a civil suit in federal court this morning. They are alleging that Diddy and his head of security in 2001 SA'd her. And not only that, that it was recorded without her consent and that video was then sold. Thalia says she was only 25 years old at the time and she was dating somebody who worked for Diddy. They picked her up in an SUV. She was taken to his recording studio, and when she got into the vehicle, she was given a drink and she started to feel dizzy soon after that. Thalia said in a press conference that she is happy that Diddy is locked up, and ever since this happened, she has been suffering from anxiety and depression. They are seeking damages. The lawyer says that they want those damages to be determined at court. She was also asked if law enforcement has viewed the video and if law enforcement is considering new charges, new criminal charges against Diddy. Remember, this is a civil suit, and the lawyer simply said no comment.
What up, guys? Kevin West 10 TV. And another one, Thalia Graves out of LA, said she woke up from at a party. She had got, you know what I'm saying, whatever, and Puff Daddy was on top of her and another man, and they were, you know what I mean, you can take it from there. Man, I tell you something, boy, they putting that thick grandmama gravy on them. I'm talking about that gravy made from scratch, you know what I'm saying, in that cast iron skillet, boy. They trying to put that lava on it. I mean, man, I tell you, I mean, 23 years later, you know what I mean, what did he not do? You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I would have said something for then. I don't know why nobody wants to talk about it when it happened, but I'm not victim blaming, but damn, 23 years later. And I think in, like, you know, in New York, they can run something back on you alone like they did Trump, man. It's over with, man. You might as well cut, man, curtains. I mean, man, they trying to put that man down in there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, boy, guys, I'm going to get up with y'all tomorrow, man, and telling you. And another one. Peace.
One of Diddy's accusers just came forward. Here are her own words. So Thalia Graves said that the eternal pain after being regularly assaulted has been incredibly deep and hard to put into words. It goes beyond just physical harm caused by enduring the assault. It's a pain that reaches into your very core of who you are and leaving emotional scars that you may never fully heal. Some of the hardest parts of this pain are the shame and guilt and experience that plays a negative part in my day-to-day ability to function properly. So being blamed, questioned, threatened has often made me feel worthless, isolated, and sometimes responsible for what happened to me. So my family issues made the pain even worse. I was already going through a divorce and did not get the support that I needed. Gloria Allred is her attorney representing her, and seeing how emotionally hard this was for Thalia to share her story, Diddy should be ashamed of himself. I hope they throw the book at him. I have no doubt more people will be coming forward with their own stories, but I pray that they put Diddy in prison for the rest of his life. That is the least of what he deserves. I'm Peanut, and this is my perspective.
All right, so you guys just heard all of that. Now, before we go any further, I just want to make sure that I'm pronouncing her name correctly. It is Thalia. I've been saying Thalia. I just don't want my ex-girlfriend from way back when to think that I'm thinking about her, because I'm not, okay? For some reason, I'm talking about Natalia, and she watches my channel, and I know that I'm gonna get a text here shortly saying, yeah, I'm still on your mind. No, you're not. Still love you though. But anywho, it's important to note that after Talia was done speaking about the situation, she didn't take any questions from the press, but a lawyer did, and she might as well have not taken any questions either because she didn't answer a damn thing. But knowing the track record of Gloria Allred, she wouldn't have took on this case if she didn't have her ducks in a row, and also if she didn't have solidified evidence to support her client. But we shall see what unfolds as it pertains to this case in the future. Now I want to move on and talk about the fact that they're saying that Diddy is not eating in jail. They're saying that he's not eating his food based upon the fact that he feels like somebody's going to try to poison him. Now, they're also saying that he's suffering from depression and anxiety. Now, although it may be true that he feels that somebody is out to get him and that's why he won't eat his food, and the fact that he's suffering from panic attacks and things of that nature, which is natural given the fact that he misses his kids and he's locked up, and for him to be coming from living this lavish lifestyle and for him to get locked up and put in a jail where the living conditions are just unsanitary with roaches and rats crawling all over the place. And listen, he put himself there and it's well deserved. But I also think that what he's going through right now, physically and emotionally, is the fact that he's experiencing withdrawals because he can't get to that pink stuff that he loves so much. And so Diddy is probably in there shaking and and earling all over the place because he can't get to them Uggs. You know what I'm talking about, guys. And so I want you guys to check out this clip and then I'll be back.
Diddy has been moved and we have an upcoming court date. And by the way, if you don't already, hit that follow button so you stay up to date. So while Diddy is still physically in the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, he is no longer in solitary and has been moved more to a Gen Pop type of setting. Now, this is still not the regular Gen Pop that you would think. He's been moved to a special protection unit that is described as having barracks and housing about 18 to 20 inmates who are either awaiting trial or investigation or are high profile like Diddy. And to give you an example, somebody else who's there is notorious crypto fraudster, con man, Sam Bankman-Fried is in the unit that Diddy's now in. The other thing that I can share with you is apparently Diddy has stopped eating while in jail, allegedly because of fears of being poisoned. Apparently, a source close to Diddy has said that Diddy is scared and paranoid that someone might try to poison him. That source went on to say that Diddy has a lot of information on a lot of people who have a lot of money and that they could easily pay to have something happen to Diddy while on the inside through his food, making it appear like an accident. Now, as far as the next court date goes, there is a hearing scheduled on October 9th at around 2 p.m. I don't know what this hearing is in regards to, but I'm sure we'll find out in the near future. Now, don't forget to hit that follow button and drop in the comments. Do you think that Diddy is justified in not eating? Do you think that he should be in fear, or do you think that he's just being paranoid?
All right, so you guys just heard all of that. Now, I'm about to say something and I want you guys to hear me out before you drop down in the comments and go off, okay? I feel that we need to protect Diddy at all costs. And the reason why I say that is because we know how we feel about what we think happened to Jeffrey Epps. And the fact that Jeffrey Epps was taken out of here, that's what we all believe, right? Because of the information he has. There's a lot of people that will never ever face the justice system and be convicted for the wrong things that they did along with him. We need Diddy to stay alive so he can be able to bring everybody else down around him that committed those egregious crimes with him. And it's probably hard for some of you guys to fathom this, but there are people within the Hollywood realm that have done way worse. Now, of course, I want Diddy to be in jail for years upon years upon years upon years. But what I'm saying is, I know that we can't do anything physically or systematically to protect Diddy, but we just need to let the justice system know that we're watching. We're watching their every move, because if something happens to Diddy and he doesn't even make it to trial, we will then know that Diddy had a lot of information on a lot of people and they were afraid of being held accountable for the crimes that they committed. And then with Diddy being potentially silenced, you still have the same predators roaming around Hollywood that will continue this cycle of abuse that needs to stop. And so let me be the first to protest right now. Long live Diddy behind those bars, because we need him right now to snitch on everybody to clean up the streets of Hollywood. So long live Diddy behind bars.
There's a collateral issue that may be here. Look what happened to Jeff Epstein. I got people every day saying, you think they're going to Epstein him? And I go, well, I really don't know. But they can't have this guy do a suicide. It would look kind of funny. Now, imagine if somebody got to one of the correctional officers, and this could happen. They don't make a lot of money. And there's people out there that he has things on that do have a substantial amount of money. Imagine if someone paid someone off on the inside to actually poison his food, give him a heart attack, and he dies.
All right, so you guys just heard all of that, and this is why I'm advocating for Diddy to stay alive so he can bring down the whole entire industry with him when he decides to go ahead and just snitch on everybody. This is why we need this man to stay alive. There are so many families out there that deserve justice because they've been violated by certain members of this Hollywood realm. There are a lot of people, a lot of family members that are missing loved ones because they're no longer here, because they were violated by members of the Hollywood elite club. And so this is why we need Diddy to stay alive, to go ahead and just burn it all the way down to the ground. But anyway, I want to move along and I want to talk about Christian Combs because he posted a statement in regards to the passing of his mother. And basically, it seems as though to me that it came from a lawyer, but it could have been his own words. And I want to take the time to read to you all what he posted. And it says here, we have seen so many hurtful and false rumors circulating about our parents, Kim Porter and Sean Combs' relationship, as well as about our mom's tragic passing, that we feel the need to speak out. Claims that our mom wrote a book are simply untrue. She did not, and anyone claiming to have manuscript is misrepresenting themselves. Additionally, please understand that any so-called friend speaking on behalf of our mom or her family is not a friend, nor do they have her best interest at heart. Our lives were shattered when we lost our mother. She was our world, and nothing has been the same since she's passed. While it has been incredibly difficult to reconcile how she could be taken from us too soon, the cause of her passing has long been established. There was no foul play. Grief is a lifelong process, and we ask that everyone respect our request for peace as we continue to cope with her loss every day. We are deeply saddened that the world has made a spectacle of what has been the most tragic event of our lives. Our mother should be remembered for the beautiful, strong, kind, and loving woman she was. Her memory should not be tainted by horrific conspiracy theories. We ask that everyone please respect our mother, Kim Porter, and hold her legacy in high regard so that she may rest in peace. It's what she deserves. We love you and miss you, mommy. Quincy, Christian, Jesse, and Delilah. Now, even though I feel like there's a PR person or maybe even a lawyer behind this and that they're trying to do some type of damage control because, you know, they're about to reopen this case in regards to Kim Porter's passing, let's just say that Christian Combs wrote this up, drew this up, and posted it on his Instagram. I just feel like even though he's coming for bloggers like me and other people that have spoken on the passing of his mom because we believe that something happened to her other than pneumonia, I just feel like this was a direct shot at Al B. Sure because he recently came out and advocated and in the same process alerted the feds to reopen the investigation into what really happened to Kim Porter. And what's crazy about this dynamic is the fact that Al B. Sure has a whole biological son that's on Diddy's side. I just don't know what's the disconnect between Al B. Sure and Quincy. I understand that Quincy felt that Al B. Sure wasn't present enough in his life when he was younger, but ask yourself, why wasn't he present enough? You had this man in Diddy that really wanted to take him out. You know, there was a lot of fear that Al could have had. I'm not saying that Al fears the man. I'm pretty sure that he feared the power that Diddy had and the people around him, you know? But it's just crazy to me. But anyway, I'm gonna let this go right here. I want you guys to drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about everything that I discussed in this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you're new here, consider subbing to the channel. I'll get with you guys later. Peace.